Hello and welcome. If you clicked on this video, you probably know this situation. You're standing in front of your fridge, not really hungry, but searching for something. Something to calm your restlessness. Something to fill that emptiness, even if you don't know exactly what it is. And then you tell yourself, yeah, this is just food. But deep inside, you know it is not. And I know that food can be a huge comfort sometimes. And yes, food is sacred, food is natural. I mean, we need it to stay alive. But when we start to overuse it, it is often because a much deeper hunger is calling us. A deep hunger that goes beyond physical hunger. And in this video, we'll explore what food addiction is really trying to give you from a shamanic and spiritual perspective. Where does this deep hunger come from? What is causing it? And actually, I decided to record this video about food addiction because in my book, Addiction Free, A Shamanic Path to Healing and Lasting Freedom, there is in chapter 1 a long list with almost all kinds of addictions. And you can find here the spiritual meaning, the shamanic meaning, and the hidden promises behind each addiction, but food addiction is missing. And many clients ask me why. Well, food addiction is such a complex addiction. It's full of layers. It wears so many faces. And I just thought that it would be much easier to explain you directly in a video about food addiction. So let's begin. These are the 5 hidden promises behind food addiction. Number 1, the promise of nourishment and safety. For many of us, food represents safety. As children, we needed stability, a calm home, parents who were present, and the feeling that the world was safe to exist in. But maybe your parents fought the whole time. Maybe your father or your mother left you. Maybe money was always an issue. It was always tight, and food was rationed, controlled, or used as comfort. When safety is missing, we grow up with a wound, and food becomes the one thing that we can control. Well, it gives us the illusion of stability, of being cared for. And from a shamanic view, this addiction is the inner child trying to say, I want to feel safe again. I want to be held. And the way to heal it is to care about your first chakra and find safety and nourishment as an adult. Number 2, the promise of love and connection. Sometimes it is not about safety, sometimes it is about love. In shamanism, food represents the element earth, and it carries the vibration of mother energy. So if your mother was depressed, or she was always working, or she was emotionally unavailable because, maybe she couldn't nurture you, not because she didn't love you, but because she was lost in her own pain. Maybe she was very cold, very functional, or maybe she carried deep wounds from her own childhood. Some mothers are also psychologically unstable. They have very strong mood swings, extreme anger or extreme sadness that spills onto the child. When that happens, the child grows up longing for warmth, for the warmth of connection. And food becomes the substitute for that love. So each bite is whispering, I want to feel loved. I want to feel safe in the world. From the shamanic view, it's also a sign of disconnection from Pachamama, the great Mother Earth. And when we reconnect to her energy, to her nourishment, that emptiness slowly begins to soften. And you can learn how to reconnect with Pachamama in my retreat Through the Gates of Shamanism in June, here in Greece. And also in my book, you will find some rituals that help you reconnect with Mother Earth again. All links are in the description. Number 3, the promise of grounding and presence. Some souls are not fully incarnated in the body. If this is the case, then you may daydream a lot, or feel disconnected, or just have the feeling you don't belong in this world. Maybe you had a difficult birth, or an early surgery as a baby involving anesthesia, or you or your mother experienced trauma during the pregnancy. Those were maybe moments when the soul left the body or partially left the body and never fully returned. In that case, food can become a way to anchor yourself. Heavier foods, overeating, or constant snacking pull your energy downward. They make you feel more present, more grounded, safe in your body. But the true medicine is not more food. It's reclaiming your body as a sacred space. You can do that through shamanic work, breath work, dance, and of course, earth connection. Those things invite the soul to return, to fully incarnate in this body, and we learn to feel safe being fully here. Number 4, the promise of pleasure and life force. Well, when life feels empty, gray, or mechanical, food can feel like the only pleasure left. It's the most accessible or easiest way to feel alive for a moment. But this craving isn't really only about sugar or salt. It is your soul whispering, I want to taste life again. We were never meant to just function. We were meant to feel free, to feel joy, to be happy. And if our other senses are not being properly stimulated or enjoyed as they deserve, and of course as we deserve, for example, looking at beautiful things like art or flowers, or having a wonderful view to the mountains or to the ocean, smelling nice perfume or aromatherapy, feeling the gentle, slow touch, and listening to beautiful music and allowing it to touch your heart. So if your other senses are not really enjoying life, then food is the only pleasure left. Give your other senses beautiful things to enjoy, so that eating is not the only one responsible for all the joy in your daily life. The shamanic path also invites you to rediscover pleasure in sacred ways, like through movement or being in nature and connection, the ways that your ancestors celebrated being alive. Number 5, the deeper message. From a shamanic perspective, every addiction is a spirit calling. It is an invitation to reclaim the part of you that's been exiled. Food addiction asks you to listen to the inner child who still hungers, not for calories, but for compassion, for safety, for love, and for the sweetness of life. Many times, food addiction comes with excess weight, and even that has a deeper meaning. Well, the fat often acts as a protection shield, guarding the heart from being hurt again. It keeps the outside world at a distance, protecting the most sensitive, pure essence inside. Sometimes it's also the body saying, I don't want to be seen as a sexual being. It is not safe. In this case, the food addiction is related to a deep wound of your sexuality, maybe from this incarnation, maybe from your ancestors, and maybe from a past life. The healing here is not to fight the body, but to listen to what it's protecting and to release it with love. Another important part of the healing process of food addiction is to renegotiate the energetic contracts with sugar, with cacao, or other plant or nature spirits related to the foods that you most crave. And also don't forget to release the inherited addictions from your ancestors. You can learn more about it in my book, and of course also in the other videos about addiction. And if you have any questions, just let me know in the comments. I wish you a wonderful journey to yourself.